Hi, welcome in Rzeźnia dla Lunatyków, Marcin Małecki.
Maciej Kapusta.
And we are making an interview with Radek, Pavlovič and Zdeněk Frýba from Decultivate. Hi guys.
Hello.
You've played a gig yesterday at 2 a.m. How is it to play at 2 a.m. on festival?
Well, no big deal actually. Just we just accepted this time, and actually for me it was better than playing at a big stage at 11 in the morning or something.
Right.
Were you surprised by the audience at the concert at this time?
Yeah, because we didn't expect anybody at this time, because we were the latest band at the festival,
Yeah.
I guess. But there were, I don't know how many.
Half of the tent. I
Yeah?
think, yeah.
I didn't see that. Just I saw just first row, and then nothing.
Oh, it was fucking good
It
concert.
was definitely
Yeah.
more, definitely more than I expected.
Yeah, we were kind of in rush because the ocean before us they
Or
they
delayed.
ended up pretty late, so we had 10 minutes for changeover to make it. We needed to be pretty fast. So
Do you always make such a mess? Yes. Are the organizer not annoyed that?
Well,
kind of.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The organizer didn't get our rider that we warned that our singer here he always destroys microphone and mic stand.
I didn't
And-
mean to.
Yeah, it's not on
Just-
purpose. It's by accident always.
It's part of the.
always.
But always.
But it
Usually.
happens. Yeah. So it happened last night as well.
In 2018, you released Milovac, 12 LP.
Yeah.
When can we expect your first full record?
Wow.
Wow. Can we expect
Yeah.
it?
Let's see. We actually released a split LP in
Later.
May, June this year with Israeli band Ostratorn, and it's almost sold out already. And I don't know. We are about to release some kind of EP in winter, like a. Can I say
Like Christmas present?
Yeah, and something like a confirmation of our new lineup, because we used to play with a different singer, without bass actually. And I don't know, next year, in 2 years, we'll see.
Well,
We
we were thinking about doing this next year, a big LP of ours, but we just don't want to make it we don't want to hurry with that. We just want to be super sure, because actually the material for the split was kind of in rush, because the side of Ostratorn was already recorded and they were waiting for us. It was kind of rushy, I would say. So with the big LP of ours, we want to be super sure and
yeah. And we would like to start with some EP at first.
Okay.
in winter.
I would like to come back to this situation with microphone. So it's not a new trend that singers smashes microphones.
Yeah.
Because slapshot,
Yeah.
slapshot.
I saw just pictures. I wasn't there, but well, it was fine.
Pretty tough.
Yeah.
So maybe Kevin Sharp from Brutal Truth was an inspiration for you.
Really?
Yeah, I saw him at Brutal South my first Brutal 2009. There was Brutal Truth, and he did the same, but he didn't hear it himself. So maybe it's a matter of technique. Or maybe
Well,
it's-
for me the thing is I've seen some bands that really trying to make it being seen. They just really hitting them hard with the microphone. But for me, the biggest inspiration was Scott Kelly, when he is basically not hitting the head with microphone, but he's hitting head to the microphone, because he's got a microphone on stand and he's banging the head, and eventually he would bang the microphone. And I'm using the stands usually because I'm usually super nervous before a show. So when I'm behind the stand, I'm kind of secure behind the thing. It's like psychological bullshit basically, but it helps me a lot. So the thing is, when I'm banging heads, and eventually, actually the weird thing for a lot of my peers, a lot of my bandmates, was that I actually was doing it even for rehearsals. So I don't want to make it super hip thing that making blood to be more interesting. but it's just part of the catharsis of, you know, like playing, and then you're just banging your hand, and eventually you hit the microphone. And good thing is I have a long hair, so basically no one can see the blood spilling. So
When you were in our hands.
thanks, guys.
There's plenty of Czech bands on Brutal South this year. Are you proud about this?
Really? I know about like 5 bands.
Oh, more, I think.
More. And some bands from warm-up show there. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah.
I've already seen like
The scene
about 4 of them.
This kind of strong right now, so I guess there are
Strong scene
in the Czech
Czech
Republic.
yeah?
So I guess there are even more bands ready to play Brutal Assault one day. Hope so. We'll see.
Great thing to have such a strong scene, yeah?
Yeah.
There's quite a few people coming on concerts in Poland, but usually they have like 20-50 people in a club.
Yeah.
How do you perceive it?
I would say it's like really similar in Czech Republic, that you have to be lucky to have like more than. Well, it depends. When it's like bigger show with more bands, there are like more people appear. But usually, like we're used to in smaller towns, especially, we're used to for 30 people. But honestly, I'm like more about to play for 30 people who are into it than play for 300 people just like there because it's festival thing and, you know, taking pictures and like being a messenger. But for us, like speaking about the other Czech bands and the scene, that's like, I think that's a lot of super interesting and great bands nowadays in Czech Republic. A lot of our friends started new bands that are really worth it checking out, and that's one of the reasons why I was really surprised that it's us playing here, because we're super young, as I would say, even like especially with the new lineup, we're like didn't, as I would say in this like matter of speech, like we didn't earn it still, in my point of view, but it's super cool.
Great. Can I have a question about text? Do you think texts are very important in hardcore? And if yes, what topics do you cover generally in your music?
I knew that. Always wanted to write lyrics, but I was always like the auto censorship is super hard. So I'm always like doubting about things. So basically, I started writing lyrics about doubting about myself and the struggle, like the inner struggle, and like being able to exist among people and among the society. But I just don't want to be like too concrete, you know. I just don't like the lyrics because everything was said. Like I don't say it's a bad thing to like speak about the certain topics on repeat, but for me it's more important to tell and like trust more the things that how I feel about it. I just don't want to say that like the capitalism is bullshit. I just want to say that it's super hard for me to get up and do something in this regime. Like basically all of the lyrics are, there's a lot of analogies, and yeah, it's like most of it is just personal thing about struggling how to be a better person and to be somehow like contributing to society which you're not really satisfied with.
As we can read on Facebook, you are misanthropic and hardcore, fueled by the hatred and vegan food. It's
not for me actually. I don't like the misanthropy and the hatred.
It was just in the beginning, the hatred, like catharsis of our anger and vegan food, because we are all like plant eaters, I would say. So that's it. Just simple words for describing a band.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Guys.
Dziękuję bardzo chłopaki.
This is our bass player.
Yeah!
I left. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.